Today, we live in a globalized world, which means that we must all be updated at every moment of what happens around us. Therefore, this video it's about the processes that are commonly used in all the industries or enterprises in our country. And this video talks about all the manufacturing processes seen in manufacturing processes too in my classroom with my mates. In antiquity, only the slab was known, or as everybody knows, the forging, the forging process. That is one of the oldest job in the world, which was later to be improved in some areas, making it more flexible for all the people who was dedicated of that practice or that job. And after this process came others, which are extraction, stamping, punching, forming, hydroforming, among others. In this video, we'll be given some explanations or some examples of each process. All their characteristics of each process, like forming, like I already said. At the end of this video, I'm gonna give you a conclusion of all the methods, and all stuff. And that's it. I'm gonna continue with the video with all the process. First of all, we're gonna start with the first process, which is hydroforming. Some companies have used this method in order to get a complex shape of a material, of course. An example could be the brass tube of Yamaha saxophones, or the bicycle frames. The raw material, it could be aluminum, alloy steel, metals, etc. Like an example, we have this product, which is, as you can see, is a part of the bicycle. And well, it's a complex product. It has asymmetric shapes, asymmetric contours, so that's why it is used in the hydroforming process, because with the hydroforming process, it's commonly used, the well it's commonly used it's useful to shape pieces in a complex form. In the next process is forging. This process have a tensile strength of medium strong steel alloys, while providing significant weight advantages. Therefore, aluminum forged parts are mainly used in aerospace, automotive industry, and many other fields. We have as an example the following products and raw material. Like products, we have pistons, parts, chassis parts, steering components, and brake parts. And the raw material will be the aluminum. Why? Because it's commonly used that material. And as an example, we have we have the chassis of a car. All the parts that is in the car commonly is or they were manufactured by this process. Why? Because they can stand all the vibration of the all the vibration. That's why they use that kind of process. The next process is extrusion. In this process, aluminum is the most commonly extruded material. Aluminum can be hot or cold extruded. If it is hot extruded, it is heated to 575 to 2100 degrees. Yes, degrees. An example of products or raw material, we have products that can be included. They can be profiles for tracks, frames, rails, mills, and heat sinks. And the extraction, we have like the frames of all the windows. We can see that all well the bending. We can say that all the frames that are in the windows were made from by this process because it's commonly used that process. That's simple. And the next process is punching. Punching is applicable to a wide variety of materials that come in the sheet form, including metal sheets, paper, uh, some forms of plastic sheets. As an example, we have well that are like raw material. We have aluminum or metal. But as an example of product, we have washers. The washers, as you can see in the shape of this product, we can see a hole in the middle. So we can say that it that was made by this process because it's only a cut. As you can see, this product has a cut in the middle, so there was applied this process because you only cut the raw material and you get this result. As you can see, the washers, as you can see, this washer was made by this process. It's simple because it's a simple shape, and so you're not gonna it's not gonna be deal if you use this process to make this product. And uh, the other process is forming. The forming, it is a particular manufacturing process which makes use of suitable stresses which cause plastic deformation of the materials to produce required shapes. As an example of raw material, we have metal sheet, or sheet metal sheet. Sorry, and like product, we have electrical box, metal, and etc. Electrical box, as you can see, uh, this this product, it's simple. It's not gonna be deal to identify which kind of process was used because the electrical box, it's simple to make. It is not like hydroforming. It is not necessary to use that process because it's not complex that product. In this case, the forming, well, the electrical box, everybody knows what is that. what it is. So it's not gonna be deal to understand this process. And the stamping is the last one. So this this process can be applied to a very variety of materials based on across a wide range of industries. Example of raw material, we have metals, alloys, etc. And as a product, we have hold cables, clamps, and all the kind of stuff. And the whole cables it are this one. As you can see, we have small hold cables and a little bit bigger, another one bigger. And well, all these products were made by this process. And well, that's it. Well, in this process we use a little bit of bending as well. And that's it. Well, in this process forming, we can use rolling process, which is, well, you pass a metal sheet from well, in the middle of rollers, so the metal sheet, it's gonna pass among them and between them. Sorry, the metal sheet is gonna pass between them, and the rollers are in charge to bend that metal sheet. So you're gonna get the shape that you are looking for. So that's it. But like a conclusion, I have the usually fabrication of complicated metal sheet components requires a complex combination of various shaping processes, and the final assembly involves welding. Uh, well, for me, like a conclusion, my well, the best process that we can manage is the hydroforming, because with the hydroforming you're not gonna have any mistakes. Well, you will have, but not many than others. So the hydroforming, you can make complex products or complex pieces. So if you are looking for something difficult or something hard to make, you can use the hydroforming process, because you're not gonna waste materials, raw material. Just so, if of course, if you are able to use the machine, I recommend you to use the hydroforming, because it's very useful for any piece. You can shape any piece that you want in a shape that you want, because you are using a diaphragm, which is in charge to shape the piece and give you give give to you that format that you are looking for. And it will be all.